Okay, so over here we got Duck. Yeah, screw him. No one likes him. Anyway, I'm gonna show you how to make a train. So let's go. So basically, you're gonna want to make a stretch of track first. I'm not making one for an example. I'm just gonna use the one that I already have made. But like, you can change it to whatever size you want, or make it however you want. So first, what you're gonna want to do is grab a cylinder for the wheels, and rotate it to be the size of whatever your track is. And what you're going to want to do next is, yeah, I'm going to make it like that. You're going to want to duplicate it on the other side. Then you're going to make your scale 1 if you want to make it easier to scale everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Now you're going to want to go into Toolbox right here. Search out Vehicle Seat 2. You're going to want to grab this one. Now, it'll immediately spawn like this. Then press F. First, you're going to want to go into Model, then Constraint Detail. Copy. Paste it into these pieces of wheel. By pressing Control, you can grab them all at the same time by holding Control. My bad, sorry. And then you paste into selected. See? Now it's in it. But you're not done yet. Now you need to press Control G, Control G, Control G on each of the wheels. Now, these are individual groups and they will move once you do something. So what I'm going to do is when you press Control Alt, you can delete these wheels. Boom, poof, gone. And now what you're going to want to do is add the vehicle seat to right here. And you can scale it however you want to. And if you look in the Explorer, by the way, to open Explorer, you need to have Explorer and Properties. Now, you're going to open the model right here, grab all the wheels, put it into this vehicle seat. And then you ungroup the model. And now, it's just one big vehicle seat. And, real quick, let me get spawn point. Where is this? Oh, there's the spawn point. Silly me. Okay, we're in the game. Okay, we're in the game. So now, if we jump in, so now if we jump in, it should be working. Yeah, it's working. It's working. Yeah, sorry, it took, like, I have a lot of lag in this base plate. So that's part 1 completed. Now, it's part 2. Gliders are actually pretty simple, actually. Basically, you go up here to Parts, grab a cylinder, put it on the track, whatever, put it on, like this, and adjust it to the right size, if whatever is necessary. Put it under the wheels, wherever, to make it work. In the over here in model and up here in this corner. Press the arrow, then you grab weld, and you weld it to there. Okay. Okay, now we're in the base plate, and it should work. Yeah, see? Now it doesn't fall off the track, and it stays on. Just make sure you're not using unions when you're making your track. Gliders are pretty simple, but now let's get to less simple territory. side rods. So first you're gonna grab another cylinder. I know a lot of cylinders when it comes to this. Rotate it. Then put it against the wheel. Gotta center it with the wheel. Gotta center it. Then you just gotta. Oh, another thing you gotta do is have properties. Then come down here, turn collisions off, and masses off. Not only that, but I'd suggest changing the color to black or gray. I'm just gonna do gray because it's easier to see. Duplicate this like that. There we go. Now we're gonna press 1, Control D, Control D again, and now it's aligned with the wheel. S, Control D. Gotta change the positioning on whatever you're doing. Now you're gonna want to grab the top pieces of this and bring these out. Make sure to make them a bit bigger than the normal one, like by 3 or something. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it on this side too, so I don't have to later. Yes, I might be overcomplicating things. I don't know. Okay, now you're gonna want to Control D, move this over, go down here in Properties, scroll down to the bottom, Shape, turn into a block. There we go. And now you're gonna want to press Control to like align it up correctly. And move this out. Duplicate it. I guess put it on this side. I forgot to move this out. Put it on that side. Now you need to weld the cylinder, all the cylinders, to the block. And connect these cylinders to the wheel. And to check to see if everything's welded, go to Model, and then you can see Show Welds over here, and it'll show all the welds you've made. Now you're going to want to go to Create, go to Hinge Piece, change your snap to 1, and it should snap right in, nice and snug in the middle. Do that for all of them. And there we go. I'm going to go ahead and do this, but now if you want to, you can bring these pieces back in. Bring it back in. There we go. There we go. Now if we test it out. Okay, I'm in the base plate now, and if we jump into our vehicle seat, you can see the side rods work. Really nice. Now we're going to the next section, which is pistons. First thing you're going to want to do, bring these two pieces out. Gonna make this bigger so it works better. Bring this rod in. Now, delete the hinge that's right here connected to it. Now you got a nice little rod thing. Now, for the next part, you're going to want to bring this out further. Duplicate this. Duplicate it again. Up. There we go. Then duplicate this again. Go down in properties, turn it into a block. Adjust this. Make it however you want it to. Then move it this way. And now comes the fun part. Oh, wait, first you need... Now you gotta make sure all your welds are correct. And if they aren't, then you gotta delete those. This one's fine, though. But you're gonna wanna weld this piece to this piece, this piece to this piece, this piece to this piece, and this piece to the chassis. Next, you're gonna go to snapping, turn it to 1, press the arrow, go to hinge, do the thing, connect, blah blah blah. Here's where things get different though. You're gonna want to grab a cylindrical right here. Gonna connect it to this piece, and then connect it over here to this piece. And if you want to, when you go into properties, at the very top, you'll see transparency. Turn it to 1. And now, it's invisible. But let's try the side rods out. Now if we try it, it works. That's a working piston. Now let's get more advanced. Here's where things get fun. You're going to want to go to here. Make sure the weld is not welded to anything. There we go. Now, go down in properties, make it a block. Squeeze it in like that. Do all that kind of jazz. Also, once you duplicate this piece, you also gotta take the constraint out of it. I already did that. Then, Control D again. Turn it into a cylinder. Turn it into a cylinder. Line it up correctly. Right there. Then, move this right here. If you want to make it bigger, can this time. There you go. Then, get another one, move this right here. Doesn't matter how long you make, as long as you think it's fine there. Anyway, then you're going to want to Control D, then get a block. Now it won't hit this piece up here, even though it won't collide with that anyway, it doesn't matter. But just to be safe, I'm going to move this over a bit. And make it bigger. Now you're going to Control D and make it overlap each other. That's what you're going to want to do. Make it overlap each other. Grab this piece again. Grab it again. And now, bring it up. Now bring it up here. Then you grab it again. And there you go. This will be a hinge piece right here though. Now, what you're gonna want to do is move this right here. Move this over. Control D. Move it. Shift to make it come together. Then you can grab this and make another cylindrical. But that's not the only place we'll be using cylindricals, trust me. We're going to do some welding. So you're going to want to weld this piece to right down here, this piece to right here, that piece to this piece to this. Do not weld this to this. But you do want to weld this to this. You're going to weld this to this. And you're going to weld this piece right here, this piece right here, this piece right here, this piece right there. Now for the hinges. Gotta grab the hinges. Put that right there, to there, and there, to right there. Bring the pieces back in. There you go. And now for the cylindrical pieces. This one's weird. So we're gonna do the obvious one, which is first, which is this block to this block. And now for the less obvious one. I'm gonna grab this piece. And we're gonna grab the cylindrical, put it in top, and then connect it to the bottom. The reason I do this is to make it stretch out. So you can make it however long to make it look like how it's supposed to. And now if we go into the game, now that we're in the game, if we jump in the train, we got working advanced side roads. But if you want to go even bigger and make side rods like Gordon, then there's one more bit that we're missing, and you probably know what part it is. Basically, all you do is duplicate this piece first, at least. Take out the welds and the constraints as normal. Move this right here, I guess. Then to make sure it doesn't bump into it, I'm just gonna do that. Finish getting this is really advanced. Right here. You don't have to do this, you can simplify yours however you want, but I'm not simplifying mine. I am doing something like this, I guess. Basically, what I'm doing is I have a plugin that has that when I turn, it does stuff. Go. And now we got this. And what I'm going to do is union it, which is in the model section. You don't have to. Then make it maskless. It's just so I don't have to weld it. Now, gonna want to grab this piece, duplicate it, aka Control D if you didn't know. Duplicate it again, block, move this over, move it down a bit, and this is just a simplified version of it. I'm just placing this first before I actually. Then you're going to duplicate both of those again. Bring that right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this whole thing in, just so it's easier to see. Okay, that means it's gotta be right there. Move this up. It's not going to be exactly like Gordon's side rods, it's just going to be like an example of his side rods. Duplicate this again, do it again, move that up, look at that, move it up however much you want, duplicate this again, make it a block, make it however big you want. That. There we go. Now for the welds. Now, I'm gonna move all these pieces back. And now, for the final bit that we have to do. Gotta weld this to that, and this one to this one. Not this one, this one. Because this one, it'll make more sense in a second. This piece to here, here, and here to the chassis. Now, if we join the game, okay, now once we jump in, it should work. Yep, there we go. It's working just fine, and actually really nicely. It's nice and smooth, the wheels don't walk up. So anyway, that's the end of the video. Everyone have a great day, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.